Hey guys, it's Cassandra, your club dietitian, and today's nutrition quick tip is going to be on the topic of inflammation. Now, when you think of inflammation, you may think of like an ankle that's inflamed or something that is red, for example. So it's important to know that the inflammatory process is an important part of the immune response for our immune system. However, when inflammation becomes so common that it's chronic inflammation, the risk for health situations and health disparities arises. But the term inflammation actually has quite a few meanings. Research is really developing in the area of inflammation and specifically the role of inflammation as a risk factor for several chronic diseases. And the main chronic diseases are heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So I'm telling you this because there are a few strategies as far as your diet goes that can effectively reduce your level of chronic inflammation and therefore reduce your risk of disease as well. So first, I want to emphasize the foods that we want to add to your diet. Instead of always focusing on things that we need to take out, let's focus on things that we need to add. A diet high in fruits and vegetables may be one of your best defenses against chronic inflammation. And the reason why is that fruits and vegetables have bioavailable vitamins and minerals, and also something called antioxidants and polyphenols, which have anti-inflammatory properties. So the recommendation is 4 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, which may sound like a lot, but the serving sizes really aren't that big. For example, one serving size of a piece of fruit would be an apple or an orange. You got one right there. 1 cup of leafy greens, a half a cup of even canned fruits or vegetables or frozen, all of those count. For a snack food, have a handful of walnuts instead of crackers or chips. Walnuts have the essential healthy fats as well as fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which is all helpful in lowering your inflammation. Eat fish 2 times a week if you like fish, and if you're not a vegan and if you're not allergic, the recommendation is 2 times a week. And if you're not reaching that goal, then the recommendation would be to take a fish oil supplement. And if someone is vegan, there's something called an omega-3 supplement, which comes from algae rather than from fish. Cook with olive oil as much as possible, but be intentional about the serving size though, because olive oil can really add up. So olive oil has those healthy fats that are healthy for our brain, for our heart, and also helpful for reducing our inflammation. Those 2 types of fats are called monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. And olive oil just happens to be notorious for healthy fats. High fiber foods have been shown to lower something called C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory marker. What that means is C-reactive protein is a substance created by the liver in response to inflammation. So in research, it shows that high fiber helps lower C-reactive protein. So you may be wondering, what are some high fiber foods? High fiber foods include beans, all types of beans, legumes, whole grains, all types of whole grains, all types of fruits and vegetables. There is developing research that connects herbs and spices with a reduction in inflammation. And those herbs and spices, it's hard to say. Herbs and spices specifically are curcumin, which is the active ingredient in turmeric, garlic, cinnamon, cayenne, and oregano. And those are my tips to help lower the amount of inflammation in your body. Again, my name is Cassandra and I am your club dietitian.